Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another great edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. This is our webinar recap. For the next 8 minutes, I'll just go over some of the plays that we did. I just spent a good quality 45 minutes in the chat room going over all of some of the great plays that we did. It was pretty intense today because I really wanted to educate the traders why stocks were going to do the moves that they did today. Because, you know, every day is an opportunity in our great chat room, and I really want to give the absolute best opportunities to the greatest traders in the world that come in here, help them make money, help them be consistent, and teach them and educate them every day, and give them everything I know so they can become the very best trader they can be. And that's really what it's all about. So today, um, I'm going to go over these briefly, but if you were in our room, you would have known exactly why each one was called out a certain way. And I want to start with Docu. Docu was a big win in the chat room. We took this trade about 5 days ago, I believe, 3 to 5 days ago, into earnings. We had an analyst come out that we liked and respected, and I spotted it out. I found it, and I basically just told everyone start longing the stock at $66, $67 a share. And if you want to look, I will show it to you, Docu. And Docu. And I did this on Splunk, and I did this on DKS. And 5 days ago, I gave this one right here at $67, 66, 66, 90, $67. I said the stock, I'd be buying 75 calls into earnings. Earnings is going to be about 3 to 4 days from now. 75 in. So if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And earnings came out last night, and the stock hit 77 a share. So your 75 calls would have gotten paid pretty good today. And stock hit 77 today. So nice 10-point move that was given to you on a swing play for 4 days. And this morning I told everyone to do one thing, made it the number one pick, and I said cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out, and the stock would come down to $71 a share, and then you could bounce it. So not only did I tell you that, I said watch for a 71 pullback at the open. And sure as shit, ding, 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 cashed out, and there is your 71 at the open right there. Docu. Next trick we gave today was Yak. Yes, that is a name of a stock, Yak. This morning, they issued downside guidance. But when you read the actual report, you'll see that the stock really, it was a little bit overdone. I mean, the stock pulled from 16 down to 12. It was a little bit excessive, and I felt very strongly the stock would pop to 14 to 14.50 at the open. So I called for a long to 14 from 12.50. You could have sized in and just took the stock and had fun with it. And the stock hit almost 14.50 a share. Really good trade there. Next one we did was TDD. TDD got a nice increase in upgrade this morning from I think it was Needham. And so today we just called for a pop at the open, scale in short, and an all-day fade to $246 a share. And that was the call on that one. Stocks just don't go run. It's not what they do. So on TDD, we anticipated a 246 pullback, and the higher it popped, the more the range to the downside. And that was the call on TDD. And as you can see, TDD popped as we wanted to. We wanted a little bit more because we're kind of greedy. But at the end of the day, we were looking for $246. And we got it. Next one we did today was MDLA. This was an earnings play. Nothing in the report, on the earnings report, I felt would justify a gap up the way it did, the way it ran. I called for a short immediately at 33 with room to add at the open. I said the stock would gap fill to 30 and under. The stock actually, it dumped. And you know what? What was the beauty of this trade? It was all in the report. The report just stood out like a sore thumb. It was screaming short me. So if this was your first day in the room and you took this stock, you would have made a quick 3-4 points in a blink. In the first 90 seconds of the opening bell, it pulled 4 points. I mean, 500 shares, 4, it's 2 G's. All right. Next one we did today was G-Wire. This was a great call today. Really impressed with this. I really did my homework on that. Showed my talents today in the chat room. And I read the report on G-Wire. And after reading the guidance, I felt the stock, I value the stock. This is what I do that's so different from any other room in the world. I will look at the stock and value it. I will give it like an analyst. I'll have a group of analysts, JP Morgan, Oppenheimer, ActChat, RBC Capital. We're all in a group. And we're all at a table and we're talking about, what do you think it's worth? What do you think it's worth? I think it's worth 110. So that's what I did. I came in the chat room. I told everyone in the world that trades in here, hey, GWire is worth 110. So why don't you short the stock at 117, add on any pop at the open and take it to 110. And then you can go back to bed. And that was the call. And the stock hit 110. You see where it's got, you see where it is? 110. Could you imagine if I was sitting in a round table of analysts from Citi and B of A? They would fucking probably pay me $3 million for being an analyst. Jesus, how do you look at this shit? I don't know. Just fucking been doing it for a long time. All right. Let me give you another one. Oh, PD. I can give you big, and PD. These were awesome calls today. Big and PD. Now, PD was gapping down from yesterday's close at 25 a share. I read the report. You gapped down $5 a share. That's pretty significant, 25% to the downside. That's pretty heavy. So I read the report. After I read the report, I felt it was down too much. So I called for the stock to actually gap fill to this 23 area. You don't believe me? All right. So I wanted everyone to long the stock on PD. Long the stock. This will short cover to $23 a share. That's it. There is no short in the stock. Okay. All you have to do is long the stock to 23. Close your eyes, punch in 500 shares, and when it hits 22, 23, start selling. All right. And the other one I did was big, which is right here. And big did a nice beat, and they needed this one. So I figured the stock would not be a short. Do not short until we get to 25. So that's the target on big to 25. So there was not. This was not going to gap fill. It wasn't going to. And the only way you're going to short is if it hit 22.50 and snapped. Otherwise, it's a $25 stock. And we're looking at the stock this morning pre-market at 21, and I'm calling the stock to 25. That's because I know this stock. I know how to read it, read through it, and trade it. So I came in here and ding, 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 ding. As you can see clearly, here is big, and here is that the pre-market right here. Here is the opening bell right there, and right there. And so you could have owned it this morning at 23 a share. Do not short it unless at 22.50, which it did not. And I said the stock would go to 25, and there's 25. And on PD, I said this would go to 23. So start picking up the stock at $20. And at the opening bell, stay in it, stay size, and it'll go up to 22 to 23. There's 22, and there's 23. 22.75. So those were two really, really good plays today. Big and PD. I have Domo and I have Ulta was good. We played Ulta really good. I already gave you Yex. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you Sage. I'll close out with Sage on this webinar. Sage Fund. We played it yesterday. It was a big winner in the room. And I don't normally go back to bio plays after I played them the day before, but I couldn't resist today. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I had to play it today, and I played this. I played two stocks today, and Sage was one of them. And I played Ulta because once Ulta runs, you could chase it with 300, 400 shares, and you're going to get a point and a half every time it pops. So that was my baby today. But I couldn't resist Sage. After reading a dozen analyst calls this morning, I made an evaluation that I felt the stock was going to run, at least get up to $65 to $70. So, and yesterday it did hit 72 at its peak. Now there's a lot of mixed emotions on this stock. I mean, I saw some as low as $50 on this stock today. But for me as a day trader, I reviewed them all, and I did go through them all, and I said, you know what, this is what I think the stock will do. I want you to start buying at 62. Add on any pull at the open to 61 and just rip the shit and go out. I want 70 on it, and that's what I wanted. This was your play. It was just straight up 62 short long right here in pre-market. When I was writing the notes, I said start picking up at 62, and when it pulls to 61, add. If it hits 60, Oh my gosh. It's Christmas. And do not short the stock. Do not short the stock. Just rip it. Boy, did we rip it. Oh my gosh. It was the most beautiful play. Sage is right here. Ding, 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 ding. There's your 62 entry. Any pullback. See that? Add on any pull. There's no short in the stock. None. None, 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 none. This is a pure fucking rip city. Have a nice day. Be done in 30 seconds. And I wanted the stock to hit 68. I did. But it ended up hitting just under 66 a share. Hey, when you're in the room playing 400 shares and it rips 2.5, you're fucking done. You just made $1,000. It's that fucking beautiful in here. I mean, you can't beat this shit. I mean, this was the most guaranteed fucking trade I've ever seen in my life. It was just like between that and G-Wired and 110. I mean, this shit was unreal. And I really enjoyed Sage today. I won't play it anymore. I'm done with it now. It's like just like you don't see me playing that K something I was playing the other day forever. Hey, that's today's webinar. Listen, we had a wonderful weekend here. Stellar trading. I want to give a shout out to my man. I got so many, but I got to give a shout out to Noel. Noel is pulled in. What did he do today? Right. It's not just that he's 2.8 today, but in 5 days he's made over $12,000. 5 days, and he's a part-time trader. But he dedicates himself so much to learning, right? That you could see he's evolving, and he's inspiring, even for me to watch, because I feel like he's right beside me, you know, and I love what he's doing. But my point is that all of you have that same ability, but you have it in you. You don't see it yet. I see it, okay, and I just want you, you know, to know that in this room you have that opportunity. You really do. And right now we're doing that Christmas special. I mean, I can't tell you enough. There's so much time that I put um, in it. I between the, let me see if I have it here, if it'll pop. Man, it's just, I don't understand. Awesomecalls trading.com/Christmas promo slash. Okay, and like I said, I don't know why it's there. It comes, should be coming snowflakes. There you go. Yeah, and basically you get access to the room for a year or 2 years, depending on which one you like, and you can just upgrade. You can see. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. And if you take, I give you $500 back in 30 days, 250 in 6 months, 12 months to the active room. I give you all of our webinars and access to the upcoming 3 or 4 events we're going to do for the year, plus the trading strategy. I'll give you that, plus an extra 3 classes to go to, and you get a one-on-one with me that I normally charge $500 to $1,000, 2 hours of my time, just you and me in a strategy room talking throughout the year. And plus my secret sauce for all annual clients, I will be recording them, so you'll be able to have access to all of those throughout the year. And by the time you break everything down, it's really costing you nothing. And if you're an existing member in the room and you upgrade, if it's 15 days or less, I'll send you back your 197. So really, it costs you nothing. And here's the beauty. If you're a technical trader or want to learn to be a really good technical trader, like the great Mike Purdue and so many other great traders with the great dark side at your helm, this is it. I will actually take the $500 and invest it in you to go to dark side's class. Or if you're a 2-year, I will pay for the class for a full year. Right? A lot of investing in you this year because I want you to be successful throughout the year. If you want to just join us for a day, it's $25. Join us for a week, it's $100. You upgrade a monthly, boom, you're set. We send that money back. It's only $197. And you just click on any link. And if you want to just join us for a monthly, it's $6.75. Little change, but hey, I'm sure you found it around the house. Not bad to come in here for $6 a day to make hundreds, if not thousands. That's who we are. Okay? So be good, be well, and enjoy. Take care. I look forward to trading with you on Monday. Bye-bye.